Hi everyone, this is me again. Today I'm gonna make a tutorial of white rice, corned beef, tostones, and salad on the side. I'm gonna try to make this video at least 20 minutes, so let's hope that I do that. I'm gonna make corned beef today because this is like the fastest meal to make when you've been having a busy day, but you still want to bring something nice, hot and warm to your table. This is it right here. Okay, everyone does it differently. I do it differently. Sometimes I'll switch it up. For today, this is the way I'm gonna do it today. So I'm gonna I'm gonna say everything that I have on the counter, and then we'll get started. I got here a whole can of of corn, but I'm not gonna use the whole thing. I'm only gonna use like half because all I have is 1 can of corned beef. I have to the back adobo with pepper, so that's why I don't have no pepper here. I have garlic powder because, as you can see, I also don't have no garlic here today. I got here tomato sauce. I got here potatoes, which I'm gonna explain this real quickly. You see the potatoes? I diced them and I cooked them. They're cooked, alright? They're not just diced up. I cooked them, and I didn't cook them for a long time, but I cooked them. So you want to do that, okay? Because corned beef cooks very fast. It's not like the way you would cook beans and then you add the raw potatoes into your beans, and then with the time that you're cooking the beans, the potatoes will cook. No, cook your potatoes. You don't want to make it too mushy either. You don't want to make them like mashed potato, but just cook them, okay? I have here also, which is really weird, I cut them into pieces. Oh, I hope you're seeing this. I got here sweet plátanos, okay? Plátano maduro, and I cut them into pieces. Let me show you real quick. Sweet plantain, all right? I used about like 3 or 4, and I cut them into little pieces because I'm gonna also add it to my corned beef. This is optional. If you do not want to do this, you don't have to, but I like to incorporate like a little sweet and a little salt into this dish. So, and I know a lot of people like Puerto Ricans that does it. Some Puerto Ricans, they will add French fries to their corned beef mixed in there together. So like I said, everybody does it differently. I'm not gonna do it with French fries today. I wanted to do it with the sweet plátanos today. So I got here some olives. I got a little bit though. You don't have to add a lot. I have here onions, which I'm not gonna add all this onions. Don't think I'm gonna add it. I just always do that all the time. I always over chop everything that I do. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit, put it away, and maybe I could use it tomorrow when I cook again. I got here crushed tomatoes. Yeah, that's what I got. Crushed tomatoes there. And this is the way I'm gonna do my corned beef today. So let's get started on the rice, and then we'll take it from there. So I'm gonna do the rice first, which I'm gonna put the heat on, and I'm gonna just put it medium high. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do the corned beef now. I'm gonna do the corned beef after, like when I finish doing the rice. Like I said, the rice and the corned beef dinner will be done at least 30 minutes, okay? And the tostones, all right? So first you want to add, I'm not giving you measurements. This is the way I do it. I'm just going to try to explain it to you because I'm always making rice. I've been doing it for years and I don't measure. So let's see if I could try to explain this to you. I'm going to add olive oil. I'm going to say like at least 2 tablespoons. I'm making a lot of rice, but... And this is what I use to scoop out the rice. I got a big like thing with a lot of rice in it, and this is what I use. And this is usually holds at least 1.5 to 2 cups, depending if I fill it up. Okay, so I use 2 of these. So I'm thinking I got like at least 5 cups that I'm gonna add here now. My kids, they will eat twice rice every night if you give it to them. All right, so I'm seeing a little sizzle there. Let it sizzle up just a little bit more. And I drained, I washed my rice. You want to wash your rice when you do rice, but I mean, some people don't wash their rice. Sometimes I don't. If I'm in a rush, I do not rinse my rice. But today I did because I have a little time. So this is wet. Okay, put that aside. And let me put it a little high. I'm gonna have to add water in a minute. Give me 1 minute. I wanna incorporate all the oil that's there in the bottom. Makes it real good. Everybody got different recipes for different things. Like, I'll probably do the rice differently, and then maybe you do it differently, and you know, it all depends. Okay, so I'm gonna let this heat up a little bit, at least like maybe 3-4 minutes. I'm not gonna add the water there. First, make sure that it stays there for like at least 3-4 minutes with the heat on medium high. Yeah, medium high. And then I'm gonna start adding my water, and we'll be back for that. Okay, so I know you can probably hear the rice, but when you start hearing like a little sound that you know is cooking, that's when you want to add the water. You can't just hear it because my water is on, and I gotta add water to this. So I'm gonna start adding the water. And hold on a minute. I'll tell you how I measure the water to the rice in a minute. Just give me a second. That's good right there. Okay, let me see if I got this right. Okay, so how do I measure the water to the rice? You just gotta at least put it a little over the level of your rice. I'll probably add a little bit more water though. Just a little bit more. So yeah, basically you wanna, the way I do my rice, since I can't give you measurements. When I fill it, when I put water in the rice, I just make sure I just put it a little above the rice, at least maybe an inch or a little less of water above the a little bit. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm not making no sense. Anyway, just make sure you put water all the way, you know, like a little bit above the rice level, and that's what you want to do. Okay, like, see how I can still see the rice, but you see that there's still water in there? That's what you want to do. Sometimes there's a little spoon trick that you could do as well. So I just hope by me showing you how to do it, like this way, you'll understand it. But one of these days I'm gonna have to just one day just really take measurements and really tell you exactly how to do it. But like I said, I've been doing this for years. Now you want to put it high too, by the way. No medium high. And I'll put this crank it up, okay? And stuff. And from time to time, keep stirring it, okay? And we'll be back when it dries up just a little bit, okay? I forgot to also mention that once you add the water, hello, you got to add salt. So let's do that right now. I don't measure with salt, but this is the way I do it since I already know more or less. I usually go 1, 2. Around 1, 2. Your pot may be a little bigger than mine, smaller than mine, but I know my pot. So I already know more or less like how much salt I need to add to my rice. To this pot rice, meaning. So as you can see, I don't know if you're noticing, but it's starting to bubble up a little bit. You see right there? So let's just move it around for that way the salt could go everywhere. Yep. You just want to make sure that when you add water to the rice, just make sure it's above the rice. A little more. Not, you don't want to have it exactly, you know, exactly where the rice level is at. Just a little bit water above the rice. And I hope maybe you watching it, you could understand it. Let me taste the water at least to see if maybe I gotta add a little bit more. You want to do that too. Yep, like I said, I know my rice pot. Yes, I do. So we'll be back when it dries up, okay? So let's check up on the rice. Very hot. Okay, it's drying up. And you want to make sure that you like scoop it really good. You don't want to have pegado on the side. You want to have pegado maybe in the bottom of the pot. But you don't want to have it in the side. So yeah, it's already done. So let me put it really low. Yeah, you want to put this low now, okay? Let me mix it one more time. And at this point, I'm going to put aluminum foil. Or if not, just put the top on. I always got a habit of putting aluminum foil on top. Alright, let me find the top to this. Put it very low. And let's get on the corned beef. Time to make the corned beef. The easiest thing in the world. Yes, the most tastiest. So we got the can here. I'm only going to do 1 can because my son who's autistic, he doesn't like corned beef. So it's probably going to be just me and my oldest son, and maybe the little one is going to eat this. I'm going to have to make my other son maybe Spam or something simple because I really don't want to cook, but I'm going to still cook. So we got the corned beef there. And it will break apart while it's cooking. It doesn't look like that in chunks. So we got here tomato sauce, which I don't know. Let's see if I gotta add more. All right. Like I said, I eyeball everything. Let me clean this spoon. So we're not gonna add all the corn. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of the juice. Don't worry. Yeah, I don't want to add too much because this is not a big, I'm not making 2 cans, I'm making 1, so I can't just add everything in there. So, a little bit of onions, see, just a little bit, a little sprinkle, I'm not going to get crazy. We got here the potatoes, and the sweet plátanos. I'm sorry. But if you never tried putting sweet plátanos, cut them into bits and put it in your corned beef, I suggest that you do because, oh my goodness, you're going to get the best of both worlds, salty and sweet. So, and look, I cut them really small, alright? Don't worry, it'll mix around in a minute. And I got here the crushed tomatoes. You know how I am with my crushed tomatoes. And I got here a little bit of olives. I don't really like, sometimes I go crazy with the olives, but sometimes I really don't because my kids does not like olives in anything in the rice, and they pick them out or they give them to me. So that's why I didn't put a lot of olives. But it's whatever you want to do. Oops, okay. Let me put this on more higher. It's very low. This is done like in 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Alright, so a little bit of adobo. And if you feel like it's not like, if it needs more flavor, just add a little bit of salt later on. But I don't know if you noticed, I really didn't add a lot of dried ingredients because the corned beef alone has a lot of great flavor. So that's why I didn't add a lot of, like, and with the potatoes and the sweet platanos and everything else, trust me, it's gonna taste good. And I got here garlic powder. A little bit more. So let's put this a little high just for now. Let me get my rag. Hold on. I don't want to burn myself. And like I said, this will all break apart. Now, I don't know. I'm going to look at this and see if maybe I need to add more tomato sauce. If I do, I'm going to have to add it. And I think I probably do need to add more tomato sauce, which alright guys, let me just mix this up a little bit. I'm going to add more tomato sauce, and then I'll be back to show you more or less what you want. So as you can see, I added a little bit more, oh my goodness, where's my head at today? I'm telling you, I'm tired. That's why I wanted to make something simple. But as you can see that I added a little bit more tomato sauce. And I'm going to add just a little, it's a little still frozen. Just a little bit, like a little spoon of sofrito. Just a little bit. Okay, so let's mix this around. See, I wanted to add the sofrito not because I really wanted to, but it can have more flavor, and you can see all these little green speckles. Okay, and it's really looking really nice. You can see all the potatoes, the corn. I'm gonna let this cook like on medium heat, and like I'm gonna cook it like in 10 minutes, but then I'm probably gonna put it low, real low, until the rice is done. So I'm gonna cook this like on medium heat for like 10 minutes, because you know I want the juice to just dry out just a little bit, but not too much. You don't want to have dry corned beef either, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that. That's the way I do mine. Everybody does it differently. I know somebody that does it very, very chunky, like it's basically came out of the can. I can't do that. I like a little bit of sauce in mine. So like I said, 10 minutes 10 minutes in medium heat. And then if you're still waiting for your rice or your totones or whatever you're making, put it very, very low, like in the back burner somewhere. Okay, so we'll be back. So I just checked up on the rice. Well, I'm checking on it now, and it looks like maybe within like maybe 5 more minutes, maybe it should be done. So this is what you want to do. All right, you want to mix in all your rice. Make sure you mix it real good. All right. Put the aluminum foil back, which, let me see, okay, right here. And put the tapa back and check up on it in another 5 minutes, okay? Okay, so I wasn't gonna really show you the corned beef again until it was done, but I said I had to show my viewers and subscribers how it looks, because I'm not giving y'all measurements, and like I might as well show y'all like the texture, like everything that I have to explain to you. So this is what you want. As you can see, it dried up a little bit, don't you see? Okay, sorry if the smoke is getting in the way, but this is really, really hot. Okay, and I'm gonna lower it down really low, really, really low. Okay, and this is what you want. You see, like before it was a little watered, like a little watery, but as you can see now, it's nice and corned beef. Still got a little sauce of the tomato sauce in there, but it's not too dried out, as you can see. So this is almost done. I'm telling you, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and you could go and give your kids or your family corned beef, white rice, and right now we're gonna do the tostones. So let's get started on that. So we're gonna do our plátanos now. And I don't know, I have another tutorial on my channel, and I have another recipe on how to make the tostones and the garlic sauce. You really gotta check it out. It is really, really good. It's different, you know, it's not the simple one, and I would suggest that you check it out, because this one is a little different. I added lemon, orange, like I added a couple of things. You gotta check it out. All right, so I'm not here to talk about that. Let's make these tostones, but I'm gonna make it simple. Okay, so right here we got wait a minute, let me put it down. Great. We got here plátanos, and I like my tostones kind of big, but you could cut them whichever way you want. So, and you want to taste the water. All right, you want to put this. I've had this sitting here since I first started making the white rice and the corned beef. So like this been here for like 25 minutes. Okay, and I add a little bit of salt to the water, and then I let it sit. Okay, and now let's make the garlic sauce, which is really, really simple. But I still say check my other tostone recipe. And I got here a plate. Don't mind the little crackling sound. My oil is preheating while I'm making this. So when I put the tostones there, the oil is hot. And I got here garlic in a bag. Usually, sometimes I use a pilon, but when I'm in like that kind of rush, you know, I usually have the garlic, the head of garlic, and I go and I put it in there in a Ziploc bag, and I put it in there, and I use something like this, and I bang it, and then I make my ajo. I like mine chunky, but if you want to mash your garlic a little bit, you can a little bit more, mash it more. You want it like a more like softer paste, by all means. Sorry guys, I was just doing something real quick. Let me adjust it a little bit more, so you can see what I'm adding. Okay, very good. Yep. All right, so, and we like a lot of garlic in our tostones, so I'm gonna add a lot. I'm gonna add the whole thing. Throw that out, give me a minute. A little garlic fell, gotta pick it up for the back. And alright, so let me add a little bit of garlic. And usually what I do is I just said let me add a little garlic, didn't I? I'm telling you, I be confusing my own stuff. extra virgin olive oil. So, and usually I put the olive oil a little over the level of the garlic, of how much garlic I have in the container or in a bowl or whatever. So at this point, I want you to see it. And I add a little splash of white vinegar. Chunky, don't talk, hold on. And you want to taste it. Alright, so let's mix that up. And mix it real good, okay? Like they say, oil and vinegar don't mix, but it tastes good to me. Okay. Mixing it real good. Very good. You want it to taste like olive oil, but you also want that little tang of the vinegar. That's what you're looking for. And if you feel like it doesn't have it, then you add a little bit more vinegar. Okay? Okay. Now it doesn't really have no taste because it's just garlic, extra virgin olive oil, and white vinegar. So at this point, you want to add some salt. Don't go crazy on the salt because remember, you salted the water for the totones, and believe me, those totones are gonna have flavor. So you don't want to add too much, just enough to flavor the garlic sauce. So salt, and I add pepper. And let's mix this up again and let's taste it. This is very simple to do. Okay. Oh my God. Like, I don't even need to fix no error here. It tastes good just like this. So you want to put this aside. I would suggest don't put it in the refrigerator while you're making your totones. Just leave it on the table somewhere. Have it room temperature. You don't want to have cold ajo on your totones, you know. So just letting you know. So let's come over here. All right. Oh, okay. Wait. There you go. I fried sweet plátanos with that oil a little earlier, so I'm going to use it again to do the plátanos. Yep, they're ready. Alright, and you can throw this away once you're done with it. Hold on. I'm looking for something like this to move it around. Alright, and at this point, you want to make sure you have your heat on medium. Yeah, like medium high around there. Try not to touch it, you know. And you want to wait for like a golden color. I will show you when it comes out. So at this point, just leave it alone. Okay? And I'll show you how it's supposed to look when you take it out. As you can see, this is the color that you want. And it was there, like, I cooked mine like in 4 to 5 minutes around there. So I'm gonna take these babies out, put it in a bowl, and I'll show you how I mash them. Quickly before I do the totones, and I mash them, the rice is already done, okay? So, just in case. Okay, I took a little piece. Why not? Okay. Okay, so let me make the plátanos and let me stop picking on the food. So here I have my tostonera. And I've had this for a long time. And it's metal. Got a little thingy there. And this is what you do. You just put it in there and mash them. But I know this is retarded, but I usually take it apart, you know. And not just because I don't like to just, you know, I just want to make sure they're all even. And this is the way you want your plátanos to look. Come on. That is a beautiful picture right there. Look, perfect. Alright. Now I'm going to do the rest. And I'll show you how everything looks. Tell you, buy one of these tostoneras. The metal one. They're real good. Just a quick preview. I ended up making my other son. My middle child, he's autistic. He doesn't eat certain food. I ended up making him Spam. So just in case you do see it on my plate, because I'm gonna add it to the picture. You know, I'm gonna also add this just as a bonus, but this is for my son. Okay, Spam. I'm frying the plátanos, and I didn't overcrowd them. So that way it could fry nicely. So everything is done. Nice corned beef, white rice, Spam, which I ended up making the whole can. I only want to do a few slices, but now my kids is like, I want Spam too. You know how that is. And salad. I got here my garlic. I got here my oil, vinegar, salt, and pepper for the salad. And I got here my tostones. It's time to plate all this beautiful goodness into one plate. So here you have it. White rice with the plátanos, with the ajo, garlic sauce, salad. Simple. I haven't put the salad dressing on top, but I'm gonna do it as soon as I finish recording. And I have here the Spam, and I got here, which is the whole purpose of why I made this video, was the corned beef. Look at all that nice juice. Still a little chunkiness of the corned beef. And that's today's dinner. Very simple. This was done in 30 minutes. And that's how long it will take just to make this meal. And believe me, it tastes really good. Very simple. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you come to my channel again. Please subscribe. I upload a video once a week, mostly in the weekends. So yeah, so have a good night and God bless.